Hey everyone, welcome back. Great to have you here again. We're always checking out the AI agent store for interesting tools. And today we've got one that tackles a pretty common challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you actually serve these complex AI models and build like really smart search systems without starting from scratch every time? We came across something called Jina AI. Looks promising. So today we want to sort of unpack what it does, its main features, and how you might actually use it, all based on, what's on their page on the AI agent store.
Exactly. And looking at how they describe it, Jina AI is positioned as an AI model serving platform.
Yeah.
That term itself, platform, tells you it's meant to be foundational, right? It's designed to power some pretty sophisticated stuff, things like embeddings.
Right, those numerical data representations.
Yeah, exactly. And re-ranking search results, classification, and something we hear a lot about now, RAG systems, retrieval augmented generation. And it seems specifically built for the pros. Software devs, ML engineers, data scientists, AI researchers, search engineers, people really in the trenches with this stuff.
Okay, so let's dig into that a bit. Its core purpose seems to be building what they call neural search. So
Yeah.
search that gets context, not just keywords, and RAG, like you said, and also these agentic applications.
The autonomous agents.
Yeah, AI that can plan and act on its own. Jina AI seems to provide this whole search foundation for it. That includes embeddings, re-rankers, something called a reader for understanding content deeply.
Its search capabilities too, yeah.
Right, deep search, classifiers, segmenters. Oh, and agent chain orchestration to manage complex AI workflows.
A lot of components.
It really is. And it's all geared towards supporting multimodal retrieval and reasoning. So handling different data types like text and images and reasoning across them.
And what really jumps out is its autonomy level rated at 86%.
86%. That's high. What does that signal?
Well, I think it points to their independence in developing their own AI models and, importantly, open source frameworks. They aren't just repackaging existing tech. For instance, they've built their own embedding models, things like Jina Embeddings V2 and Jina Colbert V1.
Okay, so they're not just using standard ones.
Right. And these have unique features. That Jina Embeddings V2 model, for example, apparently has an 892 token context window.
Whoa, okay. 892 tokens. That sounds big.
Right.
What's the practical benefit of that? Why should, someone care?
It's actually a pretty big deal. A context window that large means the AI can look at and understand much, much longer pieces of text or data at once. Think about feeding it entire articles or detailed reports, long conversation logs.
Oh, okay. So it can see the bigger picture.
Exactly. It helps grasp nuance, understand complex relationships in the text that, models with smaller windows might just miss. Super useful for deep research, generating really informed summaries, or building chatbots that actually remember the whole conversation. Plus, they mention bilingual support in these models, which obviously opens things up for global applications.
Okay, so that's the tech foundation. Now, this is where it gets really interesting for me, the applications. What are people actually doing with Jina AI?
Well, quite a range of things, it seems. People are using it to build these sophisticated multimodal vector search systems, searching across text, images, audio altogether.
Okay, so definitely not just text then. It handles images, audio.
Absolutely. You can embed all those data types using their multilingual models. That multimodality is key. They're also using it for those advanced RAG systems we mentioned, making AI much better at answering questions by retrieving specific facts from data.
Right.
And then there's orchestrating complex LLM workflows using their agent chain, sort of like conducting an orchestra of AI components.
Coordinating different parts.
Yeah, and it's also good for content chunking, breaking down big documents into smart pieces, and classification. Both of those help ground the AI models, make them more accurate.
Okay, so better accuracy, better grounding.
And for businesses, it looks like you can build custom enterprise search solutions with pipelines you can really tailor.
And what about getting access to it? Is it locked behind expensive licenses?
Actually, no. This is pretty significant. They list it with a free pricing model, and the code is open source.
Free and open source.
Yeah, that's a huge plus, right? Lowers the barrier to entry massively for developers, researchers, startups.
Definitely. Explains the popularity.
I think so. Its popularity level is at 74%, which is pretty solid. And you see it popping up in software development, enterprise search, info retrieval, AI research.
Makes sense.
The tags listed: neural search, multimodal, embeddings, RAG, agent orchestration. They really capture its scope.
And the community feedback seems really positive, too. We saw notes on the AI agent store page mentioning how people praise it for providing really high-performing open source models.
Oh, yeah. Like for what?
Well, one specific example was HTML to Markdown conversion. Might sound small, but apparently it does a great job, even better than some big names like GPT-4o or Gemini on certain benchmarks for that task.
Huh, interesting. Beating the giants on specific tasks.
Yeah, and just generally highlighting its versatility, supporting search across text, images, audio, video, even 3D mesh data.
3D mesh. Wow, okay, that's quite comprehensive.
It really seems to be. So wrapping things up a bit, Jina AI comes across as this really capable, quite flexible, and notably accessible tool. It seems like it's genuinely enabling more people to build these advanced multimodal AI apps that used to be, much harder to create.
It does, and it makes you wonder, doesn't it, when you have these powerful, highly autonomous, and open source AI foundations like Gina becoming more common. What does that really mean for innovation going forward? How does it change the kinds of problems we can even think about solving when tools like this are just available? Something to think about.
Definitely something to chew on. And remember, you can find out more about tools like Jina AI over at aiagentstore.ai. Thanks so much for tuning in today. And hey, if you found this useful, we'd really appreciate it if you took a moment to rate our show. Helps others find it too.